All right. Are we live? I hope this goes better than last time. You know, now that I've said that, I bet it's going to fucking drop out all the time. Oh, look, we've got 9 thumbs up and 0 viewers. That's great. How you going, guys? As always with the live streams, I need to post the fucking links. Why isn't this automatic? How do I find my link on my YouTube? Oh, everybody's joining in. Everyone can join in while I fucking get angrier and angrier trying to figure out this shit. It's just not fun. Because when I go on my YouTube, I don't see it on my fucking page. Like, why isn't it there? Maybe can you guys tweet me the link to the live stream, please? I'm sorry, there must be an easier way to do this. If you tweet me the fucking link, then... Oh, there it is. All right, never mind. I found it. I had to go onto a different account and find it there. All right, let me just post it on Twitter. I can't talk and write. It's like you know how some people, they can't walk and use their phone? Like, they'll walk down the street and then they'll look at their phone and they just start going like this. I'm like that, but I can't with talking and typing. As soon as I start typing, I turn just stupid. All right. Live streaming now. Come hang out with your boy. Doesn't that sound like the most... Like, if someone was... If I read that on Twitter, I'd be like, I don't want to fucking do that. Come hang out with your boy. That's the most unappealing fucking tweet ever. But I'm putting it out because... Yeah, I realize I got a shiny forehead. I'm so hot. It's really hot in Melbourne. I'm just sweaty. And I think the moisturizer I use, it has sunscreen in it. And whenever I put a light on it, the light reflects back. So I've just got this fucking absolute shiner of a 5-head. And everyone's like, oh, mate, you're going bald. Look at your hairline. That's just my fucking... I just have the V. I just have that vampire thing going on. And you know what it is? It's because... Fucking when Leafy said iDubbbz had a receding hairline, it turned into a meme, and now everyone with a... I'm not going bald, I just got a fucking king-size forehead. Alright, let me get up the comments here so I can read. Yeah, I realize that my beard is shithouse. I am aware. It's not my fault, alright, that I'm follically challenged around my chin. I'm growing it for a video, alright? So hopefully you guys will laugh at my shit. I mean... You guys already laugh. I don't even have to make a joke about it. You guys just see it and you start fucking roasting me. Thank you to everybody tweeting me the link. I don't need the link. Alright, where am I? Okay, found it. Now, I need to pop out the comment section so I can read it. Fuck, my internet's slow. Alright. Oh, wait, how do we pop out the chat? I want only the chat. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I can see the chat. I can see what you're writing. Ripstar asked, is there wheelchair access at the shows? No, I specifically did venues that were inaccessible to disabled people because when I look out in the crowd, I don't want to see them there. I don't know. I think I don't actually know. I would assume that most of my venues you can come in if you're disabled and if you're in a wheelchair. But I don't know for sure. Just look up my dates and look at the venue website. Will have it there. All right. Well, let me just post this on Facebook so we can get a few more of you cunts in here. Give me a second. Let me just turn into an invalid while I type. I don't know how to advertise these things. Like even the title of this live stream is very unappealing. Live streaming before tour. That's boring as fuck. I wouldn't click that. Yeah, sorry for I didn't have a video last week. I've been sick as hell. I've just been doing too many shows getting ready for the tour because I leave for the tour on Friday, man. That's the first show. That's crazy. All right. I'm just doing the come hang with your boy on Facebook too. I don't care, right? If people want to come, they'll come. All right. Will you keep touring until your dying days? Right now, I fucking love going on tour. I've done it 2 times. This is my 3rd time going on tour, and I absolutely fucking love it. So, I mean, I think that I would like to do it until I'm old as hell, but you know, people get sick of anything. I thought I wouldn't get sick of World of Warcraft, and I did. You didn't spell live streaming right. Didn't I? Fucking idiot. See, I shouldn't have been speaking. Ah, idiot. It says live steaming. Can I edit the title? Ah, you fucking dickhead. I spelled it wrong. Surely I can edit that. Live steaming. You fucking stupid idiot. Alright, let me have a look here. Let's see if I can fix the title. Oh, I can. Can I? Give me a second, guys. Oh, yes, I can. Live streaming. I need an N in there. Live streaming before the tour. Alright. Save changes. Sick. Alright, I got it. Yeah, live steaming sounds like a sex move. I agree. That's definitely correct. That's a website that if you went on like livesteaming.com, you'd end up on a fucking watch list. Your house would get raided. You'd basically be like a Minecraft YouTuber. Where's the chat gone? There it is. Alright. I've been to all your shows. I quit university because of my love for comedy. Fuck yeah, man. I'm all about people abandoning education for my life. My live stream. Oh, I can't connect to the chat. What's going on? If you guys are going to do that super chat shit as well, I'm going to read it out too because the chat goes really quick. I can't read anything, but if you want to guarantee me to answer it, I'll do that super chat. Fucking shit. Yes. All right. 1 second. This is going to become a live stream tradition. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for this? All right. Give me a second. 1 sec. 1 sec. All right, how's that? All right, we're on air. Okay. Marcus Dibble, a big horse. Good luck in your tour, cunt. I'll see you in Perth. Lots of homo. Thank you very much, Marcus Dibble. Appreciate that, man. I think you spelled every fucking word wrong, but I appreciate the sentiment, bro. Message me. I'll message you. I'll get you the fucking tickets. I'll organize that for you. And I will see you in Perth. All right. Is this good? Is landscape good, or is it not? I don't know. Will you strip at the tour? No, I'm not stripping at the tour. It's proper comedy. All right. I'm not gonna get naked. Video with iDubbbz. Yeah, I'll probably at some point. We'll probably do one. Do they search your bag at the venue? I'm having drinks after with the boys and I'm not 18. Okay, look. In regards to sneaking shit into the venue that is not allowed to be there, I am not allowed to endorse that because that would get me in trouble. That being said, if you sneak shit in and it gets in, that's got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to kick you out. I don't care. It's not my fucking thing. But, you know... If you do get kicked out because you sneak shit in, I can't stop that from happening. Let me shut my window. I bet my neighbors can hear me yell. Alright, I got something to show you guys. Jordan said, will you tour north of Brisbane with enough demand? I'll tour anywhere with enough demand. Basically... The dates that you see that I've posted, those are the only dates that I'm doing this year. I'm not going to add any more shows this year or any more cities. But hopefully as I get bigger and I can see more people coming to my Facebook page and YouTube and shit, I will do bigger shows and in more cities and shit like that. But the best way to get, if you really want me to come to your city, sign up to my mailing list and put your city in there because that's the main reason how I do it. Tilt the sign on an angle. It's too bright. Is it? Alright. Just fucked it. I think it's just too bright. I think it's just too bright. That's just how life is. All right, I'm gonna tilt it like that. All right, check out this, guys. How cool is that? Huh? I got a little package from YouTube. That'll be its own video though. I'm not going to show you what's in there, but that'll be its own video. Come to the crap hole of Townsville 1 year, man. I love your work. Thank you very much, Jordan. I will one day make it down to Townsville. Townsville is definitely on my list. No, I'm not giving out free tickets. How do you think I make my money? What, you think I make money doing these live streams and fucking Jordan gives me $10 and that's how I buy food? What do you think I am? Hey Sarah, appreciate you. Alright, I got rid of the lens flare. Are you guys happy with that? Okay. Lance asked, what's your opinion on the H3 getting sued? I think that's a big shame, man. Spastic George, I need a guardian Wellington? I look at all of my shows are all ages this year except for Ballarat. So in Ballarat you need a guardian, everywhere else you're sweet. Yeah, the thing about Ethan and Neil getting sued, I think that's a real shame. I think that really, really sucks. That's happening, and it's it's spooky for all creators who make that kind of content, to see them getting sued and not like if I was to get sued, I wouldn't be scared because I know what I do is fair use. But the thing that scares me is the legal fees. Like, they're talking about how they spend $150,000 just defending themselves, and even if they win, they've still spent 150 grand, and it's like, is that really winning? I don't know, but I'm really glad that they're fighting it as well, because I hopefully should set a precedent, because I don't know of that happening. What do you mean by all ages? What do you mean by all ages? I mean all ages. If you're 3 years old, you can come to a show. I mean, if you're 12, you can come to a show. If your parents let you come when you're 12, you have bad parents, but you can come. I'd recommend the show for 16 plus, just so you can understand it, but anybody can come. Liam asked, I know you're coming to New Zealand, but when and what city? Thanks for the super chat, you legend. I am coming. Look, it's definitely happening. It'll be in your 3 major cities. I talked about it before. It's like fucking Wellington and Christchurch, and then one of the other ones. I don't know geography. I don't know the cities in my own country. I don't know yours, but it will happen. Spastic George said, sorry, I just realized I typed that like a retard. Yeah, you did. Alright. So, guys, I wanted to talk to you because I'm going on tour. No problem, Lance. Appreciate you. You're very welcome. I wanted to ask you guys, I'm going on tour and we're bringing a cameraman. We're bringing a cameraman who's going to film everything, all of the behind the stuff scenes. And I was just wondering, what do you guys want to see that you would not see normally in terms of like a touring artist going around? Because we just want to show you, we want to show you the cool stuff and the stuff that you would find interesting about what it's like to go on tour. So if you have any specific... Fuck off, Jazz. Jazz gives me $3 just so she can tell me to get rid of the pubes. I will, alright? It's for a video tomorrow. Do you know someone called Kiki? Yes, I do. I went to school with her. She's a lovely girl. How do you relax between shows? I don't relax. Like, if I've got a show, I'm like hyping myself up and doing all of that stuff and getting ready for it. Show us all the drugs you do. I'm sober, man. I'm boring as hell. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I do a bit of heroin every now and then, but really, is that a drug or is that like a stimulant? When you come to Perth, will you be doing a meetup? No, I hate meetups. They're a scam. I don't want people to fucking come and bask in my presence. I meet everybody after the shows, but I don't do meetups. Next Lure review, I'm going to aim to get it out tomorrow. That's the aim. It's getting filmed tomorrow. It's all written. I'm going to film it tomorrow. That's the plan. But, you know, how many times have I said that? Do you do something before each show? Yeah, generally my kind of mantra is I just tell myself that I'm the best and I get really excited and hyped up. I just make sure I run through all of my jokes. I read all my jokes and make sure that I visualize myself saying them properly. But other than that, that's basically it. And then before I get on stage, I just jump around. I listen to my favorite music and I, you know, get myself really hyped up and just do that is basically my ritual. Lewis, if I don't want to meet you at the Perth show, do I have to? Because to be honest, I just want to go home after. You don't have to meet me. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to lock the doors and be like, you can't leave until you shake me hand. No, you can leave. You don't have to fucking meet me if you don't want. Yeah, I would love to tour the US. I want to go to the US at the end of this year and just hang out. What's the strangest or weirdest moment for you performing stand-up, i.e. a heckler? I got flashed once. I think that's the weirdest one, was me getting flashed on stage. I was doing this bar. Lewis asked, how well does your stand-up translate for international audiences? I would have guessed that it's quite AU-centric. I don't really talk about Australia. I don't talk about Australian culture or anything like that. Like, I don't like the whole humour of Australians are like this and Americans are like that. Isn't it funny how we're all different? I don't really rate that kind of stuff. I just talk about my life. I talk about things that have happened. I talk about big ideas. I talk about, you know, just my life, really. I talk about what I think is funny. I don't really try and target my stuff to an Australian audience or an American audience or anything like that. But yeah, my weirdest heckler was I got flashed. I was doing this this joke about. I was doing a joke about how because I'm tall, women think it's okay to ask me if I have a big dick, and then I go to the crowd and I'm like, look, I wouldn't ask you how big your boobs are, and then this girl yells out, they're tiny, and then I laughed. I was like, oh, that's funny. How do I know that you're being serious? And then she goes, look, I'll show you. And she pulls her top up and just gets her tits out. And it was just crazy. Like, that rolled me. There's no coming back to that. I was like, fuck. I didn't know how to respond to that. Because, you know, it immediately, as soon as I saw tits, it immediately went from, I'm telling jokes and I'm engaging with a heckler, and then my brain just went, titties, you gotta have sex with her. Like, it just went from show mode straight down into primitive caveman mode. Come out for a drink after the Brisbane show, please. We'll see what happens. I don't ever plan what happens when I'm doing shows or anything like that. Andrew said, hey, I love your stuff. I wanted to know, is money a big deal when you decide to be a comedian? No, if money was a big deal, I would have been a fucking accountant, not a comedian. No, money's not a factor for me. I mean, money to me, only drives me so that I have enough to not have a job, so that I can just do this full time. Like, when I didn't have money and I had to have a job, that was when I was like, fuck, I need to figure out how to make money. But the moment I was making enough to leave my job, now it's not a factor. Now I'm basically like, I look at money as, when I do a show, as long as I don't lose money, I'll do it. Lewis, you say every morning that you go to the cafe and order coffee and something to eat. Do they know you as a hilarious comedian or just some regular customer cunt? Yeah, I don't really tell people that I'm a comedian because I don't enjoy the conversation that comes after that. Because I'll go, what do you do? And they'll be like, I'm a financial consultant. And I'll be, oh, cool. And then they'll be like, oh, what do you do? And then I'll be like, oh, I'm a comedian. They'll be, oh my God, tell me all about it. Do you ever get heckled? Can you tell me a joke? What's it like? Are you funny? Why aren't you funny now? And it's like, I'm happy having those conversations, but it's like every time you tell them, it's the same. My internet fucked up. I'm sorry. What was your answer? Oh, thanks, Nix. After my answer was, what was the question? I don't plan what happens after shows. So maybe we'll go out for a drink. Maybe I just want to go home. Because I don't know if we're flying somewhere else in Brisbane. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't plan what happens after shows. I just kind of wing it. If I feel fucked, I'll just go home. But if I want to do something, I'll pick the people who look least likely to stab me, and I might hang out with them. So, if you don't look like a rapist, there's potential that we could hang out afterwards. How many times have you bombed on stage? Oh, look, I don't count it. It happens often if you're a comedian. Like, it happens. I would say, to me, I would bomb, if I gig every single week for a whole year, I would bomb probably once every 2 months, where I just do a gig where I just get nothing. And that's just, I'd say that's fairly standard for a comedian who knows what they're doing. Like, when I first started, it was way, way more often, where I'd bomb all the time and all that kind of shit. But now, no, I don't really bomb too often. I'd say once every 2 months is where I do a show, and that's never like a show where you guys are at. That's at like where I'm doing 5 minutes at an open mic or some shit. Have you ever had one of your jokes stolen, or have you witnessed a joke being stolen by somebody else? Yeah, I haven't had any of my jokes stolen, personally. But I have seen it happen to other comedians that I know and that I'm friends with. And then I've seen other people do their jokes. And it's just, I don't know how you could do that. I don't know how you can take somebody else's joke. Like, I know that it happens by accident every now and then. Like, I've done it before where I've written a joke. And then I do the joke. And then someone will be like, oh, I saw that on The Simpsons. And then I'll be like, fuck, yeah, I have seen this on The Simpsons. And then you just trash it. That happens quite often with comedians, where you'll write a joke or you'll say something and you'll be like, oh shit, no, that's actually somebody else's joke. Especially with your friends, because if you have friends with your comedians, you'll talk about shit, and then one of you will write a joke about what you were just talking about, and then maybe a year later you'll write a joke about it too, and then you realize, oh no, wait, fuck, that's Khaled's joke. I've just reworded it. Face High Five said, did you bump into Max Mofo and iDubbbz by accident? Any possible vids feat either of them? No, I've known Max for years. I've known Max since like 2012. Like, what's that, 5 years now? Yeah, I've known him for years and years. And then when Ian came down for PAX, we just hung out. And Ian knows my stuff, I know his stuff. How's Jim, cunt? Are you 80 kilos yet? I'm not 80 kilos yet. I'm 76 kilos. I managed, when I was sick, I couldn't go to gym, but I managed to not lose weight, which I'm really happy about that. I just made sure that I ate. Dennis asked, did you start doing Lou Review or stand-up first, and which do you prefer? I started doing videos first, but I 100% prefer stand-up. Like, I love doing videos. It's really fun. It's fucking awesome. But there's nothing like being there and seeing the reaction and experiencing that live. Because, with a video, you write it, that takes a day. You film it, that takes a day. You edit it, that takes a day. And then it's almost like you get to the end of it and you're like, is this even funny anymore? Because you've heard the jokes a million times. But when you're doing stand-up, it's like every time it's just magic. So stand-up is what I like, what I prefer. Why is the Lou Review music so fucking good? Because I made it. A lot of people don't know this, but I produce music just as a little hobby on the side. I'm not trying to pursue it as a career, but I really like doing it. And I made, for the theme song that plays with the animated intro, I made that. Is your tour decent or is it a waste of $30? And it's fucking good, man. It's if you like, I think a lot of people feel weird about saying that their stuff is good, but my show is fucking great. And I'm funniest live. So if you like my stuff and you don't see me live, that's kind of your loss, I guess. Do you believe the moon landings happen? No, that's fake. The moon isn't even real. It's made of cheese. It's a hologram projection. Just listen to Alex Jones. He knows what he's talking about. Where can I get a hooker in Australia? There's in Melbourne. There's a place called the Daily Planet, and I almost went into the Daily Planet. I talked about this on my podcast. I almost went into the Daily Planet once, it's a brothel, but it's the Daily Planet, like the Superman, the one that Clark Kent, the news organization that he works for, and they have like a big Daily Planet globe on the top of their building. The brothel has the same thing. So I was walking past. I didn't know it was a brothel. I saw this place called, it was like 9 p.m. at night, really dark, and it was lit up. And it had the Daily Planet logo, and then it had the Daily Planet metal globe, like exactly like the comic books. And I was like, fuck, I was nerding out. I'm like, dude, that's a comic book shop. That's amazing. And I almost went in. And I'm fucking lucky that I didn't go in, because I would have been gone in the door and been like, oh, where's the comics? And then all these girls would have come out. I'll be like, oh, what's this? This is a cool comic book shop. Did you ever consider releasing more merchandise? Yeah, I've got more merchandise when I go on tour, actually. I got this t-shirt, the Try and Stop Me t-shirt, and it's got a big print on the back. I'll be selling those after shows. And then I've also got the poster. This recently arrived today. Nobody's seen this yet. How sick is that? Oh man, it's cool. I'm so happy. I reckon this is the best poster that Mateo's done. I have the same graphic designer every year, and I'm really, really happy with this design. Like, it's so cool. And I'll be selling and signing those after shows. If you can't come to a show, if you're like international or something, I will sell the leftovers online if there's any left. I mean, I'm planning to get rid of them all online. But, you know, I might only fucking sell 2. The poster will be $10. The shirts will be $25, but they're both cheaper if you pre-book them when you're booking tickets. Mitchell said, Lewis, you didn't tell me you're doing the live stream. Your punishment is having to accept my rent money. Well, is that really punishing me, or is that punishing yourself, bro? How do I get tickets to your Brisbane show? Go on my website, loosbeers.com/gigs. That's where you can get it. Any updates for your music? I'm actually going into the studio tomorrow to record a track. The mixtape will come out after my tour, because I don't want to throw too much shit at you. But basically, I'm planning as soon as I finish the tour, I'll finish the tape and I'll put it out. Brad, yes, you can get tickets at the door, but I really wouldn't recommend waiting, because my shows are going to sell out. Like especially the major city ones, they're going to sell out. So I wouldn't wait, because, man, last year we had people, we sold out the shows, and then we had people waiting, trying to get tickets at the door, and we were like, sorry, we don't have any left, and we had to make them go home, and that was I really fucking hated seeing that. Like, it really sucked. So book ahead for your own sake. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate that. Are you going to do a video with Marcus Dibble? Yeah, it depends how much time I have in Perth. But if I have time in Perth, we'll do one. Ned wants me to shave my face on the live stream. No, I have to keep it for a video, which you will see. Is stealing a meme the same as stealing a joke? Kind of. I would be inclined to say that less work goes into a meme, and memes to me are almost made to be posted and reshared and like remixed and shit. So I think it is a little bit different, but I think if you're going to repost something, you should definitely credit the creator. Should I leave my job to pursue my passion of being a thought? Absolutely, man. You definitely should. I reckon you make a great thought. Hayden says, do you think your current schedule of making videos throughout the year is sustainable financially, or will you need to grow more to actually make a living? Sorry if this is too personal a question. I'm going to step up my content creation after the tour. It's very, very hard for me to do stand-up and videos. I think I do it okay. But I really want to get into making weekly videos, and I think after the tour, I'm gonna make a real effort at putting out videos weekly. So yeah, I do want to step it up, and I do want to get bigger. But I am, this month I grew like almost 10,000 subscribers. Like it is getting bigger, and with that does come more money. Like I'm not rich, but and with Patreon is a godsend. That makes like that. That's the only reason why I'm not homeless is Patreon. Yes, Ethan, you can get merch at the Canberra shows. Yeah, I'll come to Auckland. I am. Should I cure cancer? See, that's a gamble because on one hand, cancer sucks. On the other hand, we do need less people. So I think, look, if I had the option to cure cancer, if I lived in a city, I probably wouldn't because that would just make the traffic really bad and that would mean the trains would be really packed. But if I lived out in the country, I would cure cancer because it wouldn't really affect you either way because there's no traffic when you live on a farm. Are all your shows the same? Every year I write a whole new hour, probably be an hour 20. Every year they change, but like if you saw me in Melbourne this year and then you saw me in Sydney as part of the same tour, it'd be the same show. But if you've seen me last year or the year before, none of those jokes will be in the new show, and the new show is better than the other two. So every year the show is new. Tits or ass? I'm an ass man, to be honest. I love a good bottom. Would you fuck a man if it meant you get to fuck 3 hot chicks? Look, dude, I'm not really in a position where I would have to fuck a dude to have sex with a... Why don't you just hit on a girl, mate? It's not that hard. Like if you were like, would you rather fuck a dude or let your family die? That'd be a choice I'd have to consider because then if I don't, my family would die. But it's like, I mean, if I want to go out and hit on a girl and potentially sleep with her, I don't have to fuck a dude to do that. Mitch, I will definitely not shave my armpits, so you'd be fucked. That'd be a big waste of money. Would you ever do a massive Australian tour? Yeah, I would love to do a massive fucking regional tour, like just to go all these towns that are tiny. Like I know Seth Century, the rapper, did like a 40-date tour, and that was cool. And I think a lot of people were going to his shows. They didn't even know him. They just never got shows in their town, so they were like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna just go." The question about using plugins in music productions, I don't understand that question. I don't know what I'm doing when I make music, technically. I just play with the knobs and I put shit in and then I listen to it. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. And then I don't, like, technically, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So you ask me about plugins, I don't really understand what plugins are. Yeah, I've already announced the second Sydney show. If you the Sydney show sold out, I've announced a new one. Tickets are selling for that new one already. If you missed out on tickets for Sydney, you got to come to the next one. What's this one? Simo man, fuck's sake, why are we wasting money on you? Could have bought myself a sick feed from KFC. When are you releasing music, and why do you have Marfan syndrome? Music will come out after the tour. I don't have Marfan syndrome, but for some reason, a lot of people are telling me that I have the symptoms of it. So, maybe I do. I mean, I've never had a doctor tell me that I don't have Marfan syndrome. So I could. Jonah said, "Hey Lewis, I want to see Arj Barker as well as you, but his show has the same name as it did last year. Do you think it's the same show?" I don't want to speak for Arj, but I would say if I was going to do the same hour, I would give it the same title. So I would think if it's got the same name as last year, it would be the same show. But maybe that's something to ask him. But I would say that it's probably the same show. Beard looking fine. Thank you. You're the one person who thinks I look good with facial hair. You know what? I think I would look good with facial hair if it wasn't so patchy. That's the problem. One day I'll have real facial hair. I'm getting there. Every year I have more and more hair. But right now it just looks like pubes. Everyone is now spamming the chat with shave. Good on you. Lisa wants to know, are there any particular songs you listen to? Yeah, I have a playlist that I play, and you guys will hear it at the show. It's all Aussie rap. Yeah, Caitlin says she likes the stubble. You know what I've noticed? All of the guys hate my beard, but all of the girls like my beard. So I don't know what to do about it. I mean, maybe I should keep the beard and I'll attract more ladies. I do notice whenever I have a beard, I get way more daddy comments. I definitely do. I don't know what it is about the beard. Maybe it makes... I don't know. I don't really like my beard now. I feel like I would look good if it was a good beard, but it's just not. It's not. I can't even call it a beard. It's just face hair. Yeah, see, there's another lady saying that the beard is sexy and I should keep it. You know what? Fuck all you dudes. I'm not interested in you guys. I'm interested in the ladies. My audience right now is 80% men, 20% women. I need more ladies. I should keep the beard. Will you put out a hard copy of your music? I don't know. I don't know if I would. Probably not. I think it's just too much of a fuck around. Maybe one day. Maybe when my music is bigger, I probably would. But at the moment, it's still really small. Thoughts on Rice Gum? Dude, that guy's the fucking Wiggles. That dude's basically a babysitter. Rice Gum is the kind of content creator that an 8-year-old, he goes, "Mum, where's the iPad? I want to watch YouTube." And then she gets the iPad from on top of the fridge and says, "All right, honey, you can watch for an hour." And then the 8-year-old goes, "I'm going to watch some Minecraft videos and then I'm going to watch Rice Gum." That's the kind of content creator he is. Spew review, no, but really, why do you avoid everything about Tristan Barker and all that jazz? I don't avoid it. It's just old. Like, I've spoken about it. We're cool. There's no fucking issues. There's nothing to say, really. I'm not avoiding it. It's just a very uninteresting subject. Will you ever do a Christopher Ruse tour? I would love to. I would love to do a music show. Maybe one day if I'm fucking... Mitchell, what the fuck are you doing, cunt? Don't give me $95. I don't need that. Fucking hell, mate. I don't want that. I don't want like $5. Cool. Give me $5. If you're listening and you want to if you want to chuck in $5, go for it. That makes me feel good. But when someone gives me $95, that just makes me feel shit. You know what you could have bought with $95? You could have bought Oh, dude, you could have bought a denim jacket and then you could look cool. 95. What else? You could get like 5 comic books and that'd last you like 5 weeks of reading. $95. What else could you get? You could get, dude. If you're gonna spend $95, just buy my fucking t-shirts. Oh, that's a good point. Now I can buy a jacket. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a denim jacket. Yeah, I'm not Zoe Burger. Don't give me that much money. I'm not like I don't. I mean, maybe I might become. Actually, you know what? If you guys keep giving me money, maybe I'll get tits done. That'd be a thing. Besides yourself and Frenchie, who else would you recommend to go to and see during the comedy festival? My number one recommendations. Go and see Luke Kidgel. He's fucking great. He's doing his first ever show. It'll be amazing. And then you'll get to say, I saw him when he was small. Who else? I really recommend seeing Colin Lane. Frank Woodley is great. I would recommend seeing Nick Cody. He's a great stand-up. Chris D'Elia's doing a show. Who else is there that's good? I'm on the spot now. I can never think of things when I'm on the spot. Is anybody else like that? Like you know everything that you would say until somebody asks you. Like if somebody, like I know all of the music that I like, but as soon as somebody goes, what's your favorite album? I can't tell them. It's like I put on the spot and my brain just deletes all the info. I don't know. Get forehead reduction surgery. That's a good one. Forehead reduction surgery. Oh, fuck, that's funny. That's a good one. Oh, Khaled Kalafala. Definitely see him as well. Yeah, see, Khaled's my good friend and he's one of my favorite stand-up comedians. And as soon as you ask me who I should see, I just fucking forget him. I was top comment on your Facebook post of the Photoshop thing. What did you think of my shitty Columbine paint edit? Liam, that Columbine edit was fucking hilarious. The only reason I didn't post it is because I knew Zuckerberg would delete me for it. So, sorry about that. But I had a good chuckle, man. Plus, you know what? As soon as you repost the Holocaust ones and the mass shooting ones, those are the most obvious ones, and then that's all that anybody makes. So I like just reposting the unique ones that people have obviously put a lot of thought into. Because that encourages other people to make new shit. What do you think of Tana Mongoose? I don't have any opinion on her. I thought Ian's video was real funny, but I had not heard of her. I mean, she did the wrong thing. I think she responded to it pretty well, where she apologized for it. So, I don't know. I kind of have no opinion on her. Alright, so we're up to 43 minutes. I reckon, what do you guys think of it? I want to do these live streams in the first week of the month. So like the first Thursday of every month or something like that. And I was thinking that I would do them for an hour. I think an hour is a good time. What do you guys think? Is an hour good? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Like if this is too long, because I think last time I went for an hour and a half and that was too long. But I think an hour is good because my podcasts are an hour. Lad. Thanks, Liam. Legend. Oh yeah, Tanner did apologize with ads. If you're going to apologize, you just can't put ads in there. Lewis, what are your thoughts on Ian Griffiths? I think he's just the best. Top Dog is the best. He's the best rapper in the country. He knows his hair products. He's always talking about hair. He's got bitches all around him. He's a good guy. Some people are like, you should do the podcast live, but I just can't be fucked doing all this technical shit is just so... It's just such a fuck around. Like, I can't be bothered setting up. I would do the podcast live if somebody else handled all it. If I was making enough money to pay another guy to just worry about all the technical shit so that all I have to do is just show up and be funny, then I would do that. But other than that, it's like, can't be fucked. What's your opinion of Jim Jeffries? He's one of my favorites. Jim Jeffries is fucking great. If you ever get the chance, go and see him live. He's so much better live than what you see online. And online, his stand-up's great, but just there's nothing like seeing it live. Do you think Jim Jeffries is going to come back to Australia? I don't think he's going to live here, but he came back here to perform. I mean, that's what I want to do. What he did, basically. I would love to be big in America and then tour Australia once a year. I think that's what I would like to do. I mean, I've never been to America. I might get there and fucking hate it, but at the moment, that's what I think I want to do. How many seats have you sold at Gold Coast, and are you bringing Luke? I don't know how many seats I've sold exactly, but I do know the Gold Coast one is on track to sell out, and yes, I am bringing Luke, so you should come. Hey Lewis, I often get beautiful women banging on my bedroom door, and sometimes I let them out. Oh, that's fucked. If anybody wants to super chat the most fucked joke they have, I'll read it out. I don't care. What hair product do you use? I use Uppercut hair gel, and then I use hairspray to make sure that it stays and that it's kind of shiny. I need to get a haircut. I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow, actually. I need my parts shaved in. Have you done drugs? No, I've never done drugs. I probably never will. It just doesn't interest me. Luke is coming to the second Sydney show. Luke will not be at the first Sydney show. And yes, he is opening all of the Melbourne shows as well. Man, I'm hungry. I should have eaten before I did this. I did a Google Hangouts with the Patreon guys, and I fucking forgot to eat. And then I did this straight away. I'm hungry. There's no food here. I have like a massive bag of. I got a massive bag of Reese's Pieces, and it's. I love these things, but I think now that I have a massive bag of them, I think I realized the reason why I liked these was because you only ever got to eat them every now and then. And now I have them all the time. It's like, maybe I just like them because they were special. Alright, here we got our first fucked up super chat joke. Why did Princess Diana cross the road? Momentum. Oh, that's fucked. That's a good one though. I like that one. Yeah, if you want to do any more super chat fucked up jokes, I'll read them. When does Bi-Monthly Bull come back? Bi-Monthly Bull is gonna come out when I get back on tour. I could probably start it now. I have all these ideas for it, but I would rather just do it properly and come back. You know what? Everyone's saying I've got a massive forehead. I really don't. Like, it's pretty in proportion with the rest of my face. It's just because of the light is shining right on it and makes it look fucking shiny. Do you praise Kek? Chatelet you can't. Of course. I'm from Kyrgyzstan. I'm a Kyrgyzstan native. And I really think that we need to recognize Kyrgyzstan as its own nation. I don't fuck with that alt-right shit, though. I'm not into that. Before anybody tries to put me in a fucking article. Lewis made a joke about Kek. That means he's alt-right and he hates the Jews. Nah, Jews are alright. I don't like the alt-right. Although I don't think the alt-right is as big as people say that it is. It's so fucking blown out of proportion. Everyone's like, the alt-right, the alt-right. It's like, they're not fucking... I don't think there's... I've never seen anybody on the internet say that they actually identify as the alt-right. I've only ever seen people on the left going, you're alt-right, and then the person going, no, I'm not, but nice try. I've never seen anybody Like, does anybody in this chat seriously identify with the alt-right ideology? I don't think they exist. Do you have a security guy, like some heavy cunt, to keep shit under control? Yeah, I have security at the bigger shows. Just because I think it's silly not to, really. Yeah, a whole bunch of people are saying that they're not alt-right. I don't think it's as big as the deal as people make it out to. No, I wasn't at White Knight. I fucking hate White Knight. There's too many people there. The stolen locker is here. I can't really turn. Oh, yes, I can. The locker is still in my room. You can have a look. I don't know if you can see, but there's the locker. And it's got a whole bunch of other stuff on it now. But yeah, I still do have it. I'm never going to throw that thing away. It's too many good memories, man. Oh, this looks better. This is much more front on. I should have done it from here from the start. Can I do a super chat? Oh, I can. Fuck yeah, I'm going to do a super chat. How do you do? I want to do like $5. Can I do that? Buy and send. Oh, it looks like it's working. Why can I super chat myself? Oh, I gotta get my fucking card. Oh, here it is. Alright. I'm gonna super chat myself, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be so underwhelming. I better make sure I don't have the fucking card on the camera. Alright. Expiry date is that. And then it's that. And then the security number is that. And then you buy super chat. And then I'll read out my own super chat. Did that work? Buy. What do you mean update expired date? I just fucking updated it then, you piece of shit. Dude. Well, you know what? I can't do a super chat. It's not working. Why doesn't it work for me? You guys get to do all these super chats. I can't. Whatever. It wasn't even that funny. Oh, I have another one. All right, so we have Lucas. Hey Lou, have you ever heard of Steve Hughes? Yeah, it's funny that you say that. I actually geeked with Steve Hughes on Monday. He's a great guy, and he's just great. He's just very, very good at comedy. He's one of those people that you see get on stage and you're just impressed with not how funny they are, because anybody can be funny, but like how skillful they are. Like, he's just a genuinely good comedian. I would recommend seeing him. Yeah, I did a show with Steve Hughes just on Monday, and he's a very nice person as well. Sam Wilson said, "Did you know that rape is good for the environment?" I don't think that it is, because it can result in pregnancy, and then if you have more people in the world, that's just another person using resources and driving a car. So I would say that rape is actually bad for the environment, and there's another reason why you shouldn't do it. Are you a fucking weeaboo? Yeah, I absolutely am. Have you seen my my shelf? Like, it's just filled with Dragon Ball Z stuff, and then there's like the Ninja Turtle shit, and then I'm a massive nerd, man. I'm all about it. I'm gonna start getting the Warhammer miniatures, by the way. That's my next thing. I'm doing it after the tour. I'm gonna fucking do it. I don't care if you guys make fun of me either. I'm gonna play with the miniatures. I'm gonna paint them. I'm gonna play the game. I'm all about it. My nerd level's like 99. Dank Swish said, "You're so skinny, your mum actually enjoyed your birth." That's funny. Actually, my mum told me that it was actually quite bad because I was so long. That it was. I don't want to talk about this. Why the fuck did I bring that up? That's gross. I don't want to talk about my mum giving birth. You guys don't want to hear that either. That's fucking shit. Hey, Mr. Crow, what are you thinking of calling your son? We're thinking of calling him Jim. I don't get that. Is that to do with the Jim Crow laws or something? I think that's... Maybe if you were American, you would get that. I don't... I've heard a lot of people in America talking about Jim Crow laws. We don't have that shit in Australia. I don't know what that is. I bet... But you know what? I bet I bet that is a very horrible racist joke. Reading that is. So you should be ashamed of yourself, mate. Alright, we're coming up. We got 5 minutes left. If you guys want to ask me some questions or do some super chat shit, so I definitely get to it. You got 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to go and have a sleep. I need a rest before this tour. My tour, by the way, is on... it starts on Friday in Geelong, and then on Saturday I go to Ballarat. So there are a couple tickets to Geelong left because it's sold out, but then we added some more. I think there's like 10 left. And then for Ballarat, I'll be honest, we've sold fuck all to Ballarat. Probably shouldn't have done it. Everything else is selling magnificently. Everything else looks like it's going to sell out. But Ballarat, nah, I don't think it's going to sell. That's the only 18 plus show. I think that's the problem. Who is opening for your first Sydney show? I don't know yet, but I know lots of brilliant comedians in Sydney, so it will be somebody fucking good that I have seen before. Warhammer, what faction? I was thinking of getting into the Gene Stealer cult. They look really interesting. They look like they have a really good, interesting play style, and I like the miniatures, and I like the lore. I read the Gene Stealer's Black Library book, and I really fucking enjoyed that. So I think I'm going to go with the Gene Stealer cult. Paige says you'd have to pay people to go to Ballarat. Dude, you're a fucking idiot. People who live in Ballarat would come to the show. No one who's living in Melbourne is gonna drive to Ballarat and see the show. They'll see the one in Melbourne. Fucking hell. I hope to see you there, Paige, talking shit about Ballarat. I hope you come to one of the other ones. Come to the Melbourne one, or wherever the fuck you are. What do you think of Perth? I love Perth. Perth, everybody there is really nice. And I think it's because... there's nothing to do in Perth other than work on yourself and become a better human. So everybody there is really nice. They're all really attractive. It's interesting. Opinion on Zoe Berger? I think she's a genius. I think she's absolutely one of the smartest women on YouTube. And if she can keep it up, she'll be very, very successful. Can you please do the live stream more than once a month? To be honest, I can't be fucked. I don't have time. I got, at the moment, like, I perform every week. I do a podcast every week. I try and do a video every week, and it's just too much shit. Thank you very much, Tabitha. I really appreciate that. And your kisses. You could have, you're spending $5. You could have asked me a question about anything, but you chose to give me kisses. That's better than a question. Thank you very much, Tabitha. Kissy faces right back at you. Adelaide is amazing for people asking my... yes, I'm coming to New Zealand. I will come to New Zealand. Stop fucking asking me. We're going to organise it. It's definitely happening. All right? As soon as I know what's happening with New Zealand, I will tell you. Stop asking me about it. I don't know, but it's definitely happening. Thank you very much. Stay out of Macaulay. I won't go to Macaulay, wherever that is. Adelaide is beautiful. I could live there. But I could only live there for like a year, and then I reckon I would get really bored of it, because it's very small. Hobart is packing out. If you don't, you need to book ahead. Every show, except for Ballarat, is looking like a sellout. So please book ahead. I don't want to turn people away. It sucks. Someone said, will you do more building without instructions? Yeah, I am going to do more after the tour. The problem, I really enjoyed doing building without instructions, But the problem is that it's obvious it's really expensive because you got to buy something that is big enough that it needs instructions, and then you got to fucking ruin it. So I think I will do more building without instructions, but it's like, what am I going to do? IKEA and spend $200 on something? Macaulay said, where do you perform weekly? I perform all around Melbourne at all of the local comedy nights that are on. In most cities, there will be local comedy nights, and I just perform all around. And I do like 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there once a week, just working on new bits. And I don't announce them because I don't want you guys to see me working on material, if you understand what I mean. I want you guys to see me when I know that it's done and when it's good. Jasmine said, thank you for being my favorite YouTuber. To me, you're not just a YouTuber. You helped me overcome my anxiety, and I want to thank you while you have the chance. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that I can do that for you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. That's always nice to hear, that you can help somebody with whatever they're going through with your fucking dick jokes. I don't have a PO box. I was thinking of setting one up because I do get asked every now and then, but it's like I don't want to do unboxing mail videos. I don't think I do. I might do them at some point, but I don't know if I would want to do them. So that's why I haven't had a PO box. But I don't know. Maybe I should open one. How old were you when you first did drugs? Never done drugs. Probably never will. Alright guys, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate all your questions, and I really appreciate all of the super chats and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm going to do these once a month. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do, because I don't want to do it every month, every week. It's too much stress and all that shit. Pretty sure I saw someone behind you peeking through the door. Hey mate, this is not a door. It's a closet. Everybody thinks it's a door. I don't know why. Everybody always thinks it's a door, and it's a closet. That's where I keep my clothes. So there's a mystery about my room that you found out in my live stream. I'm going to go, guys. Oh, rotate device. That was alright. So I'm here. You know what I'll do? I'm just going to give you. I'm going to show you guys my shirts, and then I'm going to go, because it's not the most interesting shit in the world, but I'm geeking out about the shirt. Alright, check this out. I got like 3... Oh shit, did I just show you all my address? I fucking hope I didn't. This isn't entertaining. What am I doing? Alright guys, I'm going. Thank you very much. Have a good night.